here with the Move Fluids farm, and now I'm gonna show you how to automate the ingot casting on these things, on the barrels. So what you're gonna need for this tutorial is ender fluid conduits. We're gonna be switching the pressurized fluid conduits for these out because these have filters. So yeah, you're gonna need item conduits. You should have, the required stuff to make these. See, these require vibrant alloy, and since you've been running your farm, you probably have a vibrant alloy cow. So yeah, and either fuse quartz, or you could also use the pressurized fluid conduits to make them. So these weren't a waste. It's just we're gonna upgrade them. Of course, you can still use them later on. So I don't know. Maybe you should use the fuse quartz to make this. And this is gonna require pulsating iron nuggets, which if you have a pulsating iron cow is really cheap. So, and of course the conduit binders. So, well, let me switch these out now for the ender fluid conduits. Oh, and also I forgot to mention the rest of the stuff. Okay, you're gonna need a chest, any type of chest, either ender chest or a diamond chest or whatever chest you want to use. It depends on how big you're gonna make your casting stuff. So, I mean, the ender chest, this type of chest, not just any ender chest. Go to add ender storage, and here it is. Here's the recipe. Oh, sorry. This is the recipe, so it requires blaze rods, ender pearls, so it's a little bit expensive, and of course chest. And this is really important because, if you got a white wool in there and you get a white chest, it's only going to connect to white chest. If you get an orange wool on it and it's orange, it's just going to connect to the other orange chests. So yeah, be wary of that. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch the conduits. This is item conduit. The fluid conduit, of course. And these allow for multiple fluids to go through them. So you're gonna speed up the machine by doing this also. And I'm gonna show you that in a minute because I got two fluids. That's so convenient. Alright, so let me put these on extract so none of the fluids go inside, so I can show you that we can get multiple fluids going in there. Alright, so what is this? Refined fuel. So it should be one of these two. Yeah, that's it. And that's going to be Indarium, I bet you. Yeah. So let's put this one on extract. Always active. So it's going to pull out that liquid. And let's also put this one on extract. Always active. So it's probably not going in because it doesn't have space in it. But see, even though the Indarium is still inside of it, it still pulled a refined liquid inside. So yeah, this one's better. Alright, let me put all of these on insert because we're just getting stuff. I don't know what we're getting. I think that's a tree oil over there. Oh, darn it. Okay, so and the reason we need these is because we're gonna be pulling out liquids out of these drums, and they're gonna eventually, not those ones. Those are fuels, so we're not gonna be using those today. So what I was gonna say, eventually these are gonna empty out, and if say other metals come in, they're gonna start filling these up, and then it's gonna mess up the system we're gonna make, which is gonna require also casting basin or casting table if you want to do ingots and gems. You could do the blocks, or if you want ingots, you need a ingot cast or gem if you're gonna do emerald. Okay, so once you have always brains. Once you have your fluid conduits, ender fluid conduits set up, what you're gonna need to do is get yourself a bucket and get a little bucket of the fluid you want. Right click on the conduit and see it's got a filter now. So now you gotta put this bucket inside. It's not gonna take the liquid. It's just gonna put molten enderium in there. So now only molten enderium is allowed here. So say we need another bucket. Let me get a few of those. Okay, there we go. You might also need a jitter wrench when you're putting down the conduits, because some of the liquids might come in and mess up your stuff, so you might need one of this. But I didn't apparently, so that's okay. Alright, so see the pulsating iron? Alright, say this drum was empty. You already made all of the ingots. Let me see. And if you didn't have that enderium in there, this pulsating iron is going to be able to go inside of there. See? And we don't want that because we only want enderium in this drum. So that's why we got enderium. And even if pulsating iron goes inside of there, if you got the filter in there, it's not going to let the pulsating iron in there. So that's why we're filtering it. Now, this one is cobalt, so I'm going to get another bucket. Let me empty this out a little bit. Okay, there we go. And we're going to put it there. Alright. So now let me get a little bit more enderium in there because I emptied it out. I'm going to get quite a few in there because we're going to need some for the demonstration right now. Okay, there we go. Let me fill these up. These are just bugging me. Okay. Now what you're going to need to do is dig down like that, 3. And like I said, you can either do blocks or you could do ingots. But if you want to do ingots, of course, you got to put a cast in there. Alright, so now you got all those pressure fluid conduits. You know, you took out of to replace these, or maybe you crafted these with the pressurized ones. But if you got these left, you can still use them for this, see? And that's what we're going to be doing. So just put these 3, and now is the Yeta wrench. You need it to do this. Disconnect these. You just right click on these. Okay? Now, you just put these on extract, always active. Extract, always active. Extract, always active. There we go. Okay, now what you need is the item conduits. I'm gonna put 3 of those like that. I mean, you're probably gonna have the big old farm I showed you how to make, so there's gonna be more than 3, right? But this is just for demonstration. Because my other world with the big farm, it crashed because I fell right in front of that thing. And like I mean, I forgot to tell you guys, if you fall in front of that thing, and if that thing right clicks on you and it makes the milking sound, it's gonna crash your game, and you're gonna either have to restore from backup or you lost your world. Because I didn't have a backup of that world, so yeah, I lost it. So whatever. So yeah, now we have the blocks and the ingot, right? So you put your chest. Oh, when I switch to the okay, you put your chest on top. All of these are in extract, always active. Let me dig down a little bit more here. You gotta put them in always active. And this one should be insert. And there you go, that's your automation for it. You see? Now you got the, and they're filling up again. And even if this goes empty, you're still gonna, you know, have it's not gonna mess up because it has the filter. Now, alternatively, you could just, you know, get rid of the drums if you don't want to build the drums. Get rid of the drum and put the bass in here, you know, and it's still gonna fill up when it milks the cows. But I don't like that because you don't have a buffer. I like to have a buffer. I like to have cause see, what was that? Cobalt, right? If you have like 3 cobalt cows and they all milk at once, this system is gonna get clogged up. So yeah, now there's a lot of cobalt in there. You gotta wait for this to, you know, you gotta wait this to solidify, and it takes a little while. See, especially because it's cobalt. So yeah, that's why I like having the buffer there. So I guess that's it for this tutorial, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So yeah, have a nice one.